China's plans to become a superpower and surpass the United States may never happen. Why, you ask? One word: Evergrande.
China's Evergrande, because the slow-motion collapse of the world's most indebted property developer
are now filing for bankruptcy protection. I'm talking about Evergrande.
China's economy is witnessing a crisis of confidence. The world's most indebted real estate company, Evergrande, has filed for bankruptcy protection.
This one company has approximately 2 trillion yuan in debt, and which is nearly 2% of China's GDP, recently filed for bankruptcy. This has sent shockwaves throughout the global financial landscape. Evergrande's rise from a modest real estate developer to a behemoth with ambitious ventures in various industries was nothing short of remarkable. However, beneath the facade of opulent properties and grand visions lay a web of complex factors that ultimately led to its downfall. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Evergrande's meteoric rise was characterized by an aggressive and relentless expansion strategy. The company ventured into countless real estate projects, transforming skylines with its towering buildings and sprawling developments. While this strategy initially yielded significant profits and market dominance, it also came at a steep cost. Evergrande's ambitious growth was fueled by an alarming accumulation of debt of nearly $300 billion, as the company borrowed heavily to finance its numerous ventures. The increasing debt burden ultimately became unsustainable, casting doubts on Evergrande's ability to service its obligations and triggering a crisis of confidence among investors and creditors. One of the main factors which started this crisis was Chinese government regulation. China's government has long grappled with concerns about an overheated real estate market contributing to financial instability. In response, authorities implemented a series of regulatory measures aimed at curbing speculative activities and reining in skyrocketing property prices. These regulations, while good for the broader economy, posed challenges for companies like Evergrande, which were heavily reliant on real estate sales. The strict controls on financing, property transactions, and pricing eroded the company's ability to generate the revenue needed to service its debt, exacerbating its financial struggles. In an attempt to diversify its revenue streams and reduce dependence on the real estate sector, Evergrande ventured into a range of industries, including electric vehicles, healthcare, and tourism. While this diversification strategy showcased the company's ambition, it also exposed Evergrande to new and unfamiliar risks. Entering industries with fierce competition and evolving technologies required substantial capital and expertise, diverting resources from its core real estate operations. As these ventures struggled to gain traction, Evergrande found itself grappling with liquidity challenges and a lack of focus on its traditional strengths. Throughout its rapid expansion, Evergrande faced criticism for its lack of transparency and questionable corporate governance practices. The opaqueness surrounding the company's financial health, coupled with concerns about its management structure, eroded investor trust and contributed to growing uncertainty. These issues made it difficult for stakeholders to accurately assess the extent of Evergrande's financial troubles, exacerbating market volatility and intensifying the crisis. Perhaps one of the most significant factors contributing to Evergrande's downfall was the erosion of market sentiment and investor confidence. As news of the company's mounting debt and liquidity challenges spread, panic set in among creditors, suppliers, and investors. This negative sentiment triggered a cascade of events, including credit rating downgrades, mass sell-offs of Evergrande bonds, and a decline in property sales. The resulting downward spiral further strained the company's financial position and made recovery increasingly challenging. The recent filing for bankruptcy by Evergrande has thrust the global financial stage into a state of uncertainty. Beyond the immediate concerns of investors and creditors, this crisis carries profound implications that extend both within China's borders and across the broader international economy. The impending ripple effects of Evergrande's downfall are strong enough to bring about a series of negative consequences that could significantly impact China and the world at large. Evergrande's extensive reach and influence within China's economy means that its bankruptcy will not be confined to its own operations. The company's collapse threatens to disrupt the entire Chinese real estate sector, a cornerstone of the nation's economic growth. A significant downturn in the property market could lead to plummeting home values, reduced consumer spending, and decreased investment in related industries. This, in turn, would impede economic growth and job creation, exacerbating social instability and hindering China's goal of transitioning to a consumption-driven economy. Evergrande's vast web of creditors, suppliers, and financial partners is likely to be impacted by the company's inability to meet its obligations. A wave of defaults could strain China's banking system, as banks and other financial institutions that lent to Evergrande face potential losses. The contagion risk, where negative sentiment spreads through the market, could lead to a broader credit squeeze, making it difficult for other businesses and projects to secure funding. The Chinese government may need to intervene to stabilize the situation, diverting resources from other critical areas of the economy. It may also cause global supply chain disruptions as Evergrande's reach extends beyond China's borders, with suppliers and contractors worldwide. A collapse of the company could disrupt supply chains, affecting industries that rely on Evergrande for materials and components. This could impact global manufacturing and potentially lead to shortages and increased costs for various products, further dampening economic growth in multiple countries. The fact that Evergrande had around $300 billion in debt draws international attention, with global investors holding its bonds. As the company struggles to meet its obligations, concerns over default could trigger widespread panic in financial markets. A sell-off of Evergrande bonds could lead to a broader flight to safety, causing market volatility and affecting asset prices around the world. The interconnectedness of today's financial markets means that a crisis in one corner of the globe can quickly spill over to impact others. China's role as an economic powerhouse cannot be understated. Any significant disruption to its economy has the potential to drag down global economic growth. Slower growth in China would lead to reduced demand for commodities, affecting countries that rely heavily on exporting raw materials to China. Moreover, a weakened Chinese economy could hinder the recovery of other economies from the ongoing effects of the current recession. In an effort to contain the fallout from Evergrande's bankruptcy, the Chinese government may be compelled to allocate significant financial resources. This redirection of funds could impact other strategic priorities, such as technological innovation, infrastructure development, and international investment initiatives like the Belt and Road Initiative. Consequently, the Evergrande crisis could lead to shifts in China's foreign policy and economic trajectory, with potential implications for global trade and geopolitical dynamics. In conclusion, the bankruptcy of Evergrande has far-reaching consequences for both China and the global economy. The intertwining of financial markets, coupled with the immense scale of Evergrande's operations, means that the negative effects of its collapse will not be isolated. As China navigates the challenges posed by the Evergrande crisis, its decisions and actions will undoubtedly resonate across the world, influencing economic trajectories and policy priorities. The ongoing situation serves as a stark reminder of the complex interdependencies that underpin our modern global economy and underscores the importance of prudent risk management and sustainable economic practices.